Good day, everyone, and welcome to day one here at the Pan American Heyball Open 2025, live from Lima, Peru. And on the TV table, we have Soledad Ayala from Argentina up against Catherine Corso from Peru. And with me in commentary, joining me, Lenyukta Chetty.
Hello, Raymond. How are you?
All good on my side. How are you, Lenyukta?
I'm great, thanks. And here we go again. Hey, next continent. And this time we find ourselves in Lima, Peru, in South America. And like you said, on the TV table, we've got Soledad Ayala from
Argentina. Yep.
Argentina and Catherine Corso from Peru. Soledad with a quick first point on the board, Raymond.
Yes, that was quick indeed. I believe we did start a little bit late as well in the session. Session was to start at 10 a.m. local time, but from the time we started, 100 minutes on the match clock and race to six. Alternate break for the ladies division. Now, as we were discussing earlier, Soledad from Argentina got quite a background in American pool, and yes, should be an exciting match. She's up against Catherine Corzo from Peru. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think so. Like you said, Soledad Ayala is considered one of Argentina's top players with quite a number of showings on the American pool scene across the globe. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen her on the TV table over the last 2 years. Have you seen her before? Have you seen her play before, Raymond?
I haven't, but I have heard of her, and it is nice to. That's why I think it is nice to be here in Peru in this tournament and seeing a lot of new faces on the TV table and players that we have heard about before, seeing them in action for the first time. A 1-0 down, Catherine Corzo from Peru to break.
Well, this is the first round, the first match on the winner section. This is double elimination tournament once again. 64 player draw on the women's side and the men's side. So, yeah, and there's quite a, got the usual suspects here, including Stephen Ellis, Marina Jacobs, Soledad Ayala. So we should see some really, really great matches, including I think Arfan Dad is also in the mix. So a lot of the same players that we've grown to witness over the last season will are playing at this tournament. And like we said, this is just the first session in the winners bracket. The tournament has just kicked off, and we've got 5 sessions coming to you live from Lima, Peru today.
Yeah, absolutely right, Lenuk. The 5 sessions today, that's 10 a.m., 12:30, 3 p.m., 5:30, and 8 p.m. local time in Lima, Peru. And this tournament lasting 4 days long, this being the first ending on the 19th of October. And I do believe we are off to Mexico on the 22nd of October. And shortly after that, heading for the World Championships in Brisbane, Australia on the 2nd of November as well.
Oh, what a jam-packed couple of weeks, couple of months coming up for the Heyball community, and in particular the players that have been frequenting these tournaments. Once again, Raymond, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think $10,000 up for grabs for the champion in both the women's and men's categories.
Yes, I do believe that is correct. Yes, 10,000 US dollars for winner of the women's, 10,000 for the winner of the men's as well. And that's a total prize fund for the tournament of 58,000 US dollars in each division.
Yeah, I mean that's almost 120,000 US dollars for both categories, and I mean that's basically been the theme of all of these continental opens, where both the women and the men's prize fund is equal, regardless of the number of participants in the 64 draw. So great to see Joy Billiards out there doing the most to bring equal opportunity to both genders in these tournaments.
Yeah, and having a look at the prize money distribution list, paid places up to 64th place. So from 49 to 64th, you are getting paid. So just by arriving at this tournament and registering and playing, you are already starting off with 200 US dollars, and it just goes up from there.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we should see another series of these events kick off again after the Grandmasters finals next year, March, April. So, if you've been following this event over the last year, and you're considering going and playing in one of these continental events or even in the station events in China, next year will be a good time to get in there, because not just prize monies, not just the experience of of experiencing a new culture and a new country, but also those ranking points up for grabs, which will come in pretty handy for those tournaments where limited spots are available to each continent and country.
I believe those tournaments are like the Champion of Champions and also the World Championships, Linukla.
Correct. Yes, correct. And it will be the World Cup as well. The World Cup as well would be one of those where ranking points is going to be coming into play, where countries would, I think, field teams potentially, which would be their top ranked players from their own ranking systems, or employing the ranking system of WPA for the Hayball events.
Yeah, I have seen that. Top three players, and they'll make teams of three to play in that World Cup, and that's exciting stuff coming our way. I believe
Oh,
that's
that's
in
going to be
January.
awesome. uh, from Japan. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, guys. And I mean, we historically pool has well, the pool that we know, that we see, especially the likes of American pool, we used to seeing, single tournaments, maybe doubles at most. So I think that three-player format team event is going to be something super exciting. That'll be 9 frames. So first team to five frames won will proceed in that format. So that's going to be really exciting, Raymond, and definitely one I'm looking forward to. And I think you and I will be lucky enough to have front row seats to that event as well. So, guys, yeah, one thing, something to look forward to coming January, live from Japan, is the World Cup of Hayball. And Japan, Raymond, I mean, wow, what a destination, hey? What a destination, and definitely a bucket list destination for a lot of people. Imagine, for these players that have never seen that country before, to get to go there and experience their culture and that beauty of Japan. Raymond, did you faint? Did you faint, Raymond? Are you there?
No, I am here. I'm just watching the game here. But
Yeah, it's
a
an
really good
interesting game.
match on our hands as the first match of the day, and just having a look also at Q score. So The links should be on Facebook. I do believe we have shared it on Facebook on the WHT page, the Q score links for the men's and women's division. And on the TV table for the next match, we have Jordan Shepherd up against Raul Gutierrez. That's going to be a fun match.
Oh,
Jordan Shepherd on the
yes.
TV table.
Yes, and we know Jordan Shepherd, when he's firing, it's all cylinders, all cylinders. So really hope to see him in form. You said that's coming up at 12:30 Peru time.
Yes, 12:30 Peru time. So just after this match. And now we see Soledad Ayala on the table again. As we can see, definitely so far slightly more consistent in this match than her opponent. But also the experience that she comes with playing many international American pool tournaments, 10 ball, 9 ball, and even 8 ball as well. Looks like she has adapted quickly to the game of Heyball also.
Very nice
That's,
stroke,
yeah,
eh?
that
Did you
shot,
see
that
that?
shot right there, that shot right there tells you a lot about the player we are watching.
That was a beautiful stroke that we saw from her there. And I mean, she's given herself good shape on the 8 ball. I don't think there should be too much of a problem for Soledad.
Expected her to punch that in, but just rolling it in, but it's there. As Soledad Ayala from Argentina goes 2-0 up on Catherine Corzo from Peru.
And confirm for me, Raymond, this is a race to six in the women's section.
Yes, that is correct. Race to 6, 100 minutes on the clock, and I believe we started at about 10 past. So 10 past the hour. So we'll just factor that in when we are looking at the match clock, which doesn't stop for racking or player breaks. Usually a player break halfway through the session at 50 minutes played. But race to 6 alternate break and double elimination format in this tournament down to the last 16.
So 100-minute time limit in the men's and women's category,
Yes.
race to seven on the men's side, and penalty shootout with sudden death if applicable when times run up in the match.
And also having a look at the women's side, we do have 9 seeded players here as well. So we are using the seeds like we did in Jordan for the men's and the ladies side. And no surprise, Warathanan Sukrathanis, Marina Jacobs, Wendy Jans, Katerina from Poland, April Larson. Those are some of the seeds in this tournament.
Nice, nice. And Katarzyna Veskolowska, is that the one
Yes,
that you're referring to?
yes,
Oh,
correct.
that's nice. Nice to see that she's racked up some points. She actually went quite far in a tournament 2 or 3 tournaments ago. I remember having done commentary on some of her matches. Also, one of those players to look out for from the Eastern Bloc. She's really adapted very well to the game, Katarzyna. So, yeah, it would be nice if we actually get her on the TV table. I remember her giving some of the big names a run for it in the one tournament.
Yeah, she has played a lot of these events. I think she started off in Qatar at the Asian Open last year. She played in Morocco as well and played in a lot of the continental events. And she's actually up in the next session. She's playing on table 11, so we won't see her just yet, but I'm sure as we go through this tournament, she'll definitely be in the last 16, judging by how she normally does play as well. And we have April Larson here also. It's nice to have April Larson at this tournament. Marie
Yeah.
Talbot, Amy Beauchamp, and Soledad is actually coming in as a pre-seeded player also. Interesting to
Hmm.
know. Yeah.
I think potentially because of her showing on other scenes. I mean, it might have been a tournament director discretion move. Um, I'm not sure if she appears on the WPA rankings from Heyball. Like I said, we haven't had the pleasure of doing commentary on any of her matches before, so not in the Heyball world anyway. So yeah, Soledad, if you've just joined us, Soledad Ayala from Argentina, one of Argentina's finest QSs on the TV table now, 2-0 up on Catherine Corzo from Peru. And this is the first session in the winners bracket for this tournament. Little bit of a lucky kiss, I'd say there. But that worked out. I think that worked out nicely for her. And phew, certainly looks like another finish loading here for Soledad Ayala.
Yeah, definitely a nice lucky kiss to get the cue ball on that side. And yeah, she's off again. Looking like she can go 3-0 up in this race to 6, and definitely a force to be reckoned with. We'll be keeping an eye on her throughout this tournament. Needs
Nice,
to get
nice,
past. She
nice.
needs to get past.
Just missed it by a millimeter or two, I think.
Might see the
Might.
jump cue.
Yes,
That's if
yes,
she
yes. And
can't see it.
we saw her caddy in quite an array of of cues into the venue at the outset. So yeah, definitely will have that jump shot at her disposal. But looks like she can see it, Raymond. Looks like she can. Nope.
Yeah,
I
she's
think she
heading
can
for the
only
jump
see
cue.
some of it. Yeah, I think she can only see some of it and just not enough for the pot anyway.
I expect her to get very close to making this. Looks like the perfect distance between cue ball and object ball to object ball. Should come very close. Yep,
Mm, mm, mm,
excellent jump shot from Soledad.
mm. I think she has a cross double available to her here, and not an easy shot. Obviously, with the cushions kick differently from the American pool table, so just depends. I think how much of warm up time Soledad has managed on these tables, but she's done really well already. I mean, this is the third frame now in this match, and do you think she'll go for that cross double? What was she looking at now?
She's looking at
Hmm.
taking it to the top right corner pocket on our screen. That is the
Okay,
shot, yeah. That's because that's the shot you take as a 9-ball
nine
player.
ball
You're
play.
taking that shot on, yeah. That's the shot you're taking on.
My oh my.
Yeah, what an
Oof.
attempt.
Yeah, almost there. Just a slight kiss on that cushion, and yeah, prevented a smooth roll into the pocket there. Interesting. I actually thought she'd go for the cross double because of the cue ball would have tracked into an ideal space for the black, but not a bad shot from her. And she hasn't left anything particularly easy on for Catherine. Catherine does seemingly have the shot up table to play for the corner pocket, but the cue ball is quite close to the cushion. Hello, Ricardo Post. Nice to see familiar people on the stream, and welcome everybody. If you've just joined us, this is the 2025 Pan American Heyball Open, coming to you live from Lima, Peru. I'm Lenyukta Chetty, and Raymond Thalak and I are keeping you guys company for this event. This is day one, session one.
Very interesting shot from Catherine. She's managed to get a snooker, but using 2 balls as a blocker, which takes away the jump shot as well. Soledad having to go 1 cushion. It's not going to be there. It's just short.
Mm-mm. Just short.
And that is ball in hand anywhere on the table for Catherine. Now, not an easy table. She has a slight bunch on the left side. Yeah, she's going to snooker again. She's going to take this out and snooker again. Well, she had the snooker if she didn't pot that ball.
Well, she's definitely got some options in terms of places to hide here, and I think that's exactly what she's going to do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wonder if she's left something available here.
She's played a very similar shot as she did before with the cue ball placement. But once again, not leaving. Yeah, she hasn't left the jump.
swerving here.
Oh,
Looks like she.
yeah. So that means that she's left something.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, very nicely done. Needs this cue ball to hold up
Nice.
on one of the pinks.
Ooh, that's a bad roll. Oh man. That was a really good shot there from Soledad Ayala. Such a pity for the position on the cue ball.
And this also not an easy one to get out of. The pink ball above the black ball, taking away what looks like a normal one cushion escape, which is why
Ooh,
she's
ooh,
gone for
ooh.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
that's an excellent attempt.
That was really good.
Absolutely
Really,
brilliant attempt from Soledad.
really, really good stuff there. Yeah, Raymond, absolutely. And for those of you who are seeing Soledad Ayala from Argentina in action for the first time on the Heyball circuit, she's considered one of Argentina's top players. So yeah, that was not a lucky that was not a lucky kiss from her. That was very much intentional. Oh, and Catherine trying to nick the pink there, but just missed it by a little bit and left herself with a difficult table here. Did she manage to leave her straight across from that black ball? Looks like it. Haven't really seen Soledad play much tactical shots in this match thus far. She hasn't actually needed to because she's pretty much been dominating so far, and it's only a race to six. She going for the cut or the double? Oh, she's going for a safety.
Yeah, she's going to try and put the cue ball behind the black ball. It's a good shot considering.
Yeah, that was really good pace control from her. As you can see, that Cupo was tracking into the pocket. So good shot there from Soledad.
Very easy to pot the cue ball in that instance if you catch the black ball wrong.
Wow. Gotta hand it. You gotta hand it to Catherine with the snookers, hey? But I think she might have left a little bit. She might have left something on here. Or obviously the jump shot is available to her, and we saw she's pretty much on target with those jumps. Um,
Yeah,
or is she gonna play cushion first?
this one's a bit tougher on the jumps. If you come in with too much power, you possibility of sending the cue ball off the table. I think she
Maybe cushion
has, yeah,
first.
she has cushion first. She's looked at it. Oh,
Nice
brilliant stuff
man.
from Soledad Ayala
Nice man.
to
Come
go
on.
3
Beautiful.
nil up against Catherine Corzo in this race to 6 first round match in the ladies division.
Well, Catherine Corvaso is definitely putting up a fight in terms of a tactical game, but just not managing to get on the scoreboard just yet. Remember, 100 minutes on the clock for these players, so still enough time in this match. But for Soledad Ayala, halfway there.
Yeah, she's really putting on quite a dominant performance in this first round match, and looking good at the moment. But we haven't seen too much from Catherine. Played a few tactical shots, not able to do enough to keep Soledad at bay. But I'd love to see the best of her and to see her make a comeback in this match also.
Welcome once again to the viewers, wherever you're joining us from across the globe. Really glad to have you here and really hope that you find these tournaments inspiring in the sense that this is a space that you can see yourself in future, especially with the next season coming closer. It should kick off March, April. maybe May next year with the next batch of continental events. And it is so very much achievable for any budding queuist to go and play in these events. And for information on how to do that, make sure you're affiliated with the Q Sport body in your country that's affiliated to the WPA. That body will get the information on when and where these tournaments are happening and what is the registration procedure. Anybody who's affiliated to the right bodies can attend these events. This is how easy it is. Except, of course, the by invitation only events like the Champion of Champions, like the World Championship, and like the World Cup. But everything else, people can go and play. And as you can see, with the level of play, which is steadily increasing across the board globally, even for the novice in Heyball, there's an opportunity here for you to develop your game on an international stage. I mean, Raymond, I'm sure you'll agree, we've seen some real diamonds in the rough kind of advance over the last year. Hey,
Yeah, we've seen real improvement from players playing in these Joy WPA continental events, and it's amazing to see them making it into the last four, last two, and then also winning, especially when we've seen them come through the last 16 many times.
mm,
But the level has definitely increased and is increasing internationally because of these events.
yeah, we've got it's a great time to be alive. I think if you're a good queuist, if you're putting in the hours wherever you are in the globe and you want to compete on the Hayball scene, it's a good time to be alive. Remember, there's also this massive campaign to get Hayball into the Olympic Games 2032, which will be taking place in Australia. And of course, now would be the time for you to develop as a queuist in Hayball if you'd like to represent your country at the Olympic Games, which is any athlete's dream. Any athlete's dream would be to represent their country at an Olympic Games. So, really something to look forward to. And 2032 is not that far away.
And also adding to that, on the continental tournaments, we get to see a lot more talent and players that haven't played Hayball before. And one of them on the table at the moment, Soledad Ayala, playing some really solid shots in this clearance at the moment. Just one good positional shot now to leave herself on that blue at the bottom of the table. She's got quite a steep angle to the center, so most likely going to take the bottom one first.
I think she would have wanted to roll a little bit more with the white. So some recovery required her, and she's trying to find a line to that top cushion to bring the white ball back this way.
Yeah, I did see her looking at potting the black ball into the bottom right corner pocket. But I think the natural angle is to actually take it to the left. Yeah, that was the
Ooh,
problem. Just running into
yeah.
that, wasn't able to check it enough off the top cushion. And now she's left herself a long black ball to the bottom left corner pocket.
Raymond, I would say as well, one of the advantages for players to attend these continental events, and there's another one coming in Mexico, there's one coming up in Egypt, and I think there still might be time for players to register for that, um, is the fact that you're going to be playing against the likes of Shi Tianchi, Waratanan Sukratanas, Wendyans. Those are the players that you want to play against, even if you catch a hiding against them, because then the novelty kind of wears off after a while. And I mean, any of us who've played competitively Q sport or any sort of sport would know that the more you play the players that you have grown to admire as athletes over time, the less of a novelty they become. I mean, you don't want to be playing Shiti Anji for the first time at the Olympic Games. It'll be great if you get to go up against her at a continental event, or even Waratan and Sukratanas. But that said, Raymond, I must say, I think the Eastern European bloc is going to be fielding a lot more competitive players, and I'm seeing a lot of players coming through as well from Africa. Marina Jacobs, one of them. She's right high up there. I think she's ranked third at the moment on the WPA rankings, and that's because she frequents these events.
Yeah, and one of those players from Africa here as well, Kirshen Mudley as well, going to most of the events, also quite high ranking in the WPA rankings, will be playing at the World Championship as well. So a lot of great players coming through from Africa, usually Jason Taron at these events as well. And nice to see them playing in most, I'll say at least 80% of the continental events.
Yeah, we've got a few Africans in this tournament as well. So, like we said, hopefully we'll get to see some of them in action on the TV table. Um, and obviously, when we know what the TV table lineup will look like for the day, we'll let you guys know on the stream. Raymond, just once again, who's coming up on the TV table next? I believe you said Jordan Shepherd
Jordan
and Raul.
Shepherd, yes, and Raul Gutierrez from Peru. So home countryman on the TV table against Jordan Shepherd representing Wales in this tournament.
So Jordan Shepherd, definitely a solid player. If you want to see, well, we get him in form in the next session. Really, really something to behold, Jordan Shepherd, because I mean, some of you would know he when he's in form, he plays Heyball like he's playing black ball or ultimate pool on a 7 foot table. He's that much in the zone. So really hope to see him in the zone. And of course, we also hope that Raul will come to the party in that next match.
And Jordan Shepherd with quite a good result at the Asian Heyball Open just a few days ago, losing out in the quarterfinal to an inform Shivam Arora 7-6. You would remember that match we were watching.
Yes.
Yeah, on the TV table, I think we had Jack Whelan at the time, and Shivam
Mhm.
Arora 7-6 over Shepherd, and Stephen Ellis going through Arfan Dad 7-6 as well.
That was one of the most, I think, tightly contested Continental Opens that we've had in the season, Raymond.
Yeah, and also an amazing field we had at that event as well. There was, yeah, I'd say most of the top 10 currently on the
Mhm.
WPA rankings were at that event, the Asian Heyball Open in Jordan just a few days back.
We haven't actually seen Catherine Corzo's potting ability yet in the tournament because every time in this match, every time she's come to the table, she's had to play a tactical shot, which is probably the smarter thing to do. But it's also as a result that Soledad has been completely dominating. So Catherine is forced to try and force a ball in hand for herself, but hasn't been that much successful with it with her attempts.
Yeah, not getting the greatest opportunities at the table is Catherine, and I mean, yeah, I'm just going to be saying she's playing against a great player in Soledad Ayala. Slight miscalculation there, but let's see what she can make out of the situation. She's currently 4-0 up in this race to 6, but still a lot of time left on the clock. I believe we have been playing for just under 40 minutes now.
There she goes and plays the cross double now. Almost got it. Almost got it. We saw it go around that jaw and out the table. And you know what? She actually lost the cue ball of the previous shot. I think we might have seen a clearance from her had that not happened. Now, once again, Catherine Orzo. Oh, there we go. That's a good pot. That is a good pot from her. She tried to nick the blue, hey? So she's also trying to do stuff with the cue ball here, Catherine Corzo.
She is, and she needs to get a point on the board quickly, as these are timed matches as well. So let's see what she can do with this visit at the table.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm wondering whether that was an attempt to create some traffic around the black ball from her side. Catherine definitely tending to her tactical game in this match. And the pink tied up with the blue up table closest to the black, it might actually just go to the corner pocket. Don't know how much it is hampered. Difficult to see with the angle that we have on the table. Oh, there we
Look at
go.
that, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but at the moment, that black ball doesn't look potable.
Yeah, it was. It's not potable now.
Yeah.
It's not potable now, and I think that she's gonna probably give herself an angle to play that pink and open up the black, the pink that's closest to the white now. So I think that's what she'll be playing at, Soledad, and she has been reading the table quite well. Oh, here's an opportunity now for Catherine. I think the first real opportunity that she's getting in this match.
Yeah, good opportunity for her, and let's see what she can make of it. She's got one blue open. And she's looking at the potting angle, so she's going to go for this. It's a nice clean pot to the top right corner pocket. Now she's taking this pot on. She needs to find position on the
She
last
needs to
remaining
pass
blue.
that
Yeah.
pink. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
this is going very close though.
Oh, oh, oh,
No,
oh,
it's not
oh,
there.
oh. Luckily for her, that blue is snug in the pocket there at the up table. So if she gets a shot in it, she definitely can develop this game. And it looks like Soledad has the obvious pot to the corner pocket on our side of the table, or potentially to the center pocket as well. But I think, what do you say, Raymond? The corner pocket on our side?
Only problem is that
Cue
she'll
ball.
be leaving now. She'll be leaving a decent table for Catherine, because that blue next to the black ball should go into the right center pocket. So if she goes for this, yeah, she has to go like fully commit to this.
Oh, 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 oh. I see what she did
Yeah,
there,
she was
or
trying
what
to
she
bank.
tried to
She
do
was
there.
trying to bank the
Mm.
pink to the blue ball. It's not a bad effort
The,
playing for the combination and dropping her opponent's blue ball, which is a legal shot in the game of
probably her
Heyball.
first foul as well in this match, considering how many times Catherine has snookered her.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
is. And
does she have a shot to the center pocket here?
I was gonna say, good chance for Catherine to get her first point.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
It's there with the
Oh,
kick
it's
as
there.
well. There was a kick on that black ball. It just skidded a
Yes.
bit, but yeah, which means she might have actually not potted it if it had gone cleanly. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, well, Catherine Corso from Peru on the scoreboard. Finally, it's a race to six, ladies and gentlemen, here at the 2025 Pan American Heyball Open, coming to you live from Lima, Peru. The next match is up at 12:30 local time, so that's 7:30 Central African time. Correct, Raymond?
Yeah, should be, yes, 7:30 Central African time and 12:30 in Lima, Peru. Jordan Shepherd up against Raul Gutierrez on the TV table.
Looks like player intermission currently. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it does look like there's a player intermission currently, so that'll be about a 5 minute comfort break for the players, and we'll be back just after this.
And we are back after that player break with Soledad Ayala from Argentina leading 4-1 over Catherine Corzo from Peru in this race to six first round match here at the Pan American Heyball Open 2025.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Len Yukthachetty, and Raymond Thalak and I will be keeping you company for this tournament. So I see, Raymond, I had a quick look at the score updates from the other women's matches, and looks like Bharathan Nansi is also very comfortably on a 5-1 lead on her opponent.
Oh yes, she's up against Vanessa Alfaro from Peru as well, 6-1 now. So Warathanan just won that match on table 9. The other
Yeah, quick
matches
fire. It's
not going too fast. I see a score of 1-1 on table 11. And if we go over to the men's side, Stephen Ellis over Christian Saraya. Stephen is 5-1 up in that match. That's a race to 7 on the men's side. And Gerson Boza from Peru 5-0 up against Irving Gomez.
Yeah, and that's just the top half of the draw. So tomorrow we'll be, I think, live with the second half of the draw. So yeah, lot of Heyball action coming to you from Lima, Peru, over the next 4 days, and approximately 5 session a days every day from today till Sunday.
Yeah, it is a lot of matches to get through. Double elimination down to the last 16. 64 participants on the men's side, and on the women's side, I believe it is 32. So a lot of matches. 12 tables here at this event. That's one of the Joy Q8s and 11 Joy Q7s, all steel plated and steel block Joy tables, clothed with Libowin 8848 cloth.
And of course, the Unity WPA official Heyball set for this range of tournaments. We're seeing them more and more at these tournaments, and yeah, the players seem to love them, and the viewers seem to love them too.
Yeah, it is really nice that we are using the brand new WPA Unity Heyball set of balls specifically made for this game. And what has Solidar done there?
Yeah, I think she played too much, uh, just above center on the cue ball there. She was playing with the wrist as well, and kind of still leaning over the table. I
Yeah,
think
it's
just a little bit
so
took her eye off the
unfortunate.
prize for a second.
Absolutely unfortunate. And I think we should point out that if you are looking at the Q score links and looking at the table numbers, table 12 is the TV table. So if you are on those Q score links and you are looking at table numbers, table 12 is your TV table for this tournament.
Not a bad shot there from Catherine. My, oh my. Nice recovery, nice long pot to the corner pocket. Quite an ambitious shot to take on, considering the lead that Soledad has. However, looks like a second point could potentially be loading here for Catherine. If that shot is anything to go by, my oh my. She takes on that corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
actually,
is this is the one. This is the one for
I
to make the
actually,
clearance. You expected her to go top first.
yes, I did. I did. I thought it'll be much easier to get shape on the eight ball if she went top first, but Catherine didn't think so. Really punched that ball and lost control of the cue ball there, and it's ball in hand for Soledad Ayala. Ay, ay, ay. That is. Sure. Such was a really good opportunity for her, Raymond, to close the gap.
Yeah, that could have been 4-2. And now with ball in hand, Soledad Ayala at the table from Argentina. Looks like she could make it 5-1 in this race to 6. I think the reason Catherine didn't go top first, she felt she had the cue ball in the right place for that blue down the bottom right. Maybe she felt she might not be able to get the cue ball into the exact same place. That's the only reason
Yeah.
I can think that she went bottom first, didn't go
And I think
top.
it also a lot can be said for comfortability on this table. And no doubt, Catherine Corzo is probably considered one of the finest players in Peru as well, because I believe Peru will be fielding their finest players in this tournament. So yeah, maybe experience also has something to do with it, because she I mean, she didn't do the obvious thing on her last visit. Because even had she played that top blue first, she would have just come out of the cushion and she would have had a cut for the last remaining blue on this side of the table. But that's not how the cookie crumbled. And yeah, once again, Soledad on the black.
And as you are saying, it's so important to be comfortable on the table.